Hey, Supreme Fishy here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the very first video that involves digital decorating. And as you can tell by the video's title, yep, we officially have put in our very first, well, this is not our very first because we did it a bit last year. If you saw my Instagram post before the channel was created, I did one with Santa's visit, which a lot of people loved it last year. And now we're gonna actually put our very first time, the first Halloween decorations for the neighborhood. But for the first day, we're gonna actually project is the on-living portraits, which I honestly love this decoration. It's basically a decoration where animated portraits can come to life and death. And in the back of these DVDs, they give you like special details of what type of decorations you can mostly use. You can use it for your TV, wall, or window. It seems weird to add this on the window, but it kind of makes sense because it makes it look like it's a real person. But you could use it single or triple, or you could ask the entire family. So basically, we're gonna actually, don't mind the nativity being here. So basically, we're gonna project it around right here. Well, not here. We're gonna put the projectors like right here where the plants are, because there is where we're gonna project it onto, not on this glass wall. We're gonna project it onto this 55mm screen. The projector actually gives out a really good distance, making it fit the entire screen, and there is where we're going to project the decorations. So now I'm going to go ahead and give you a little walkthrough how I set up my equipment. Alright, fishy, so yeah, don't mind the mess. This is not how it's really going to be, but this is actually how it's going to be for our testing. So basically, you might ask, what's the use for this little, for the HD converter? And don't mind the stupidity of yelling over there. So what you basically do is that this converter right here is basically like an AV transmitter. Like, since this cable wouldn't work, the AV cable wouldn't work on my projector, this little thing is gonna transmit the cable, where I also can switch the quality from 720 to 1080. So I'm gonna try the 720. And I already plugged in the DVD player. I also plugged in my Genius speakers, 2000 watts worth of sound. And of course, I had the projector. I plugged in all the cables. Now let's go ahead and actually test out the DVD itself. I know it's gonna look really off because it's a really small distance, but I'm gonna go ahead and make it at the focus. Even though I have the other ones like Tricks and Treats and all that stuff, but we're gonna test out is my favorite decoration, on-living portraits. So basically, if you don't, you can check out this company, Atmosfx, or it's made by the company Atmosfx. So I'll leave the link in the description. It's totally not sponsored, not even sponsored. It is definitely the decoration you must want to check out. You can also get them on eBay and Amazon for a really good buck. But I'm now actually gonna go ahead and show you now the entire family for this one. I'm gonna click on a random scene. I'm gonna use the Family Feud framed. Okay, here's the convenient part. You could do it in a loop scene or trigger scene. Loop scene basically is where the scene will keep on repeating on its own until you press the menu button. But trigger scene is gonna be basically that the scene won't play until you press the enter button or the play button on your remote. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the trigger scene. So, as you could tell, don't mind the weird results here, but you could see that there shows the portraits, right? And they're not playing. How they're gonna play? You just have to do is press play. Like in 3, 2, 1. And it just plays the scene on its own. And that's how the trigger scene goes. I'm gonna go ahead and show you now the entire scenes. So enjoy. that's how basically the trigger scene effect. And once it finishes the clip, it will stay still. It won't play. So here is how Atmosfx's On Living Portrait is gonna be played. It's gonna be played on this DVD player, which is of course this is where the Atmosfx DVD goes in, made by the company Atmosfx. I'll leave a link in the description for the store if you want to check it out. And it's gonna be transmitted onto this AV HDMI video converter, which these are the cables from the DVD player, and it's going to be transmitted onto this AV converter, which is perfect for projectors that doesn't have AV cables, and it's connected to this HDMI cable, which is now in this little part. You can convert from 720p to 1080p. I switched it to 1080p since this projector supports 1080p, and it's going to be transmitted all the way to this projector. But in case you may be wondering, where's the sound going to be playing? The sound that's going to be playing for On Living Portraits is going to be portrayed on this Genius 2000 watt speaker, which I'm going to be putting it like on the holes of the balcony, because it looks visible in daylight, but when it comes to nighttime it will be clearly invisible, so they won't know where the speaker's at. And then of course, I've already put down the screen and everything. It's all going to be prepared, and this is where the projector is going to be projecting. It's going to be projecting on this Epson 55-inch projection wall screen. Alright fishies, I've already set up now the figure effect for Macabre Manor. All you just have to do now is to go ahead and go to 3DFX Prop. You can place one of the scenes, Lord of the Manor, Evil Twins, or Lady of the House. Now I'm gonna actually go ahead and play all of them. Hope y'all enjoy this. You may not see it in the background because the sun is apparently going down.
Welcome, friends, to my humble abode. You come in if you dare. Perhaps you'd like to stay for a bite. It's been ages since we've had any visitors here. My dearly departed family and I have been just dying to entertain. Of course, feel free to stay as long as you wish. Maybe longer even. After all, one can become quite attached to a place like this. Dwell for long enough, and you may find it impossible to leave. Perhaps you sense it already. The cold darkness taking hold. With each step you shuffle further off that mortal coil. It's useless to resist. You belong here with us.
Fine, sorry that if the effect's so small, it's because that was the only distance I could get from the projector.